Hey everyone, this is Matt Young. I had a couple requests on how to use the Woodriver Deluxe Pen Press, so that is what I will be demonstrating today. You can see that I have some pen parts that I have used. This is it's oak. You can tell that it's pretty burly, and these black lines in here are a little bit of spalt, which it looks really cool, but it's actually kind of gross if you think about it. Spalted wood is just wood that has a fungus in it, and it discolors the wood a little bit, and it looks really cool. As long as you don't think about the fact that it is fungus growing within the tree. This wood is sealed with some coconut oil that draws the color out of it. And then I put a layer of CA super glue over top of it to seal everything. So even though you touch it, you're not actually touching the mold, the fungus, because there is a very thin layer of CA over it. All right, so let's get started with the use of the pen press. I have a Slimline pen kit that I purchased from Turner's Warehouse. They are not paying me to mention their names. They're just a really awesome company. I buy most of my pen parts from them. This is the black titanium color, which I think looks really cool with this particular type of wood. When I was first making pens, I was using an old C clamp, and what I was finding is that the tips of the pens, the hardware, I was damaging sometimes, and there was always a 50-50 chance that I would destroy the pen even at this late stage in the game. And even though I loved making pens, I hated assembling them because there was always a chance that I would destroy them. This part right here has a very small hole in it, and that is where non-flat parts of the pen go. You always want to pop it right in place before you start pressing anything. Once it's in place, there's a little lever right here. You just pop it right in, and just like that. And this is the tip of the pen. It is assembled. Next, we'll go to the turning mechanism. You can see that there's a little threaded part. Let me try to focus it a little bit. Sorry about that. You can see that part moves a little bit. The threads of the pen are right here, and if you look at the actual pen insert, there's some threads right here. You want to line them up, and it will end up looking like this, but inside of the pen. And then when you twist it, what ends up happening is the pen goes in and out. We will be doing that in just a second. So we start with this, and because of the way that the pen goes in, we'll be putting it in this way. So again, we'll need to adjust this first. The tip of the pen goes in there. We want to pop that in place, and then press it into place. You don't want to go too far. There are some guides on the pen. You can see that right here there is a very little line. Usually with the slim lines you need to go just a tiny bit past that. I always like to test it a few times before I do that. And then there's a couple lines right here. Right here. I use those as a guide once I get a little bit deeper down. So we want to test the ink. Yeah, we're not even close yet, so we'll need to make this a little bit smaller. Let's see if this is a better view. There we go. Push it in place. In this part, you don't want to go too far, because then what ends up happening is that the ink will be sticking out even when the pen is closed. All right. Let's put the ink in. You can see that when the ink is out, it's looking pretty good. Let's take the little red guard off. So this is the pen when it's open. This is the pen when it's closed. It's looking pretty good. So we'll go to the next step, and that is the cap side of the pen. We have the cap right here. We have the clip right here. These bags, some people save the bags, and I cannot do that just because I'm not coordinated enough to open them. So I always just cut them open. Let's get this situated. Just like that. All right, you can see inside of the pen there's a metallic barrel. It looks like this. It's hollow. And that's it. It's tight enough that the pieces just automatically fit into it. Now we have the pen almost completely done. We just put some decorations on it, and depending on what the pen looks like, I will vary what I put on it. This pen is pretty nice already without all of the decorations, so it doesn't need a lot. So I'm going to skip the use of the center band and just put these little metal rings right here. Right like that. And now we have a finished pen. This is, again, it's spalted oak burl. You can tell that it's burl because of the wavy lines in it, and you can tell that it's spalted because those black lines are not a natural part of the oak tree. All right, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I can get some more tutorial videos up in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to hit the like button if you did enjoy it. Take care.